last video I did about these here Philharmonicers. That's why they in the background there. That's probably my wife's favorite coin. So, as y'all who follow the channel, you probably know this here is probably my favorite coin. So I'm gonna do something a little special today. I ain't never had this in here out of the capsule. That there's a proof. Look at that. Buffalo. Look at that buffalo. I want to take a up close look at it. And, you know, I like capsules to protect the gold. They just something about getting it out of that there plastic. Really feel it in your hands. Plus, you know, you ain't got... I say what, this capsule's a good capsule. I guess that's a one that come from the mint. Anybody know where you can get capsule like that? You know, really, look at that, really good fit. And I don't know, that's probably the best capsule I seen. It ain't all scratched up. Maybe that's because I took care of it. But I'd like to find a capsule just like that. If you all know where you can buy it, tell you what, if they sold that, if the mint sold that there capsule without the gold, I'd buy her. What about y'all? But I already started this one off because you know how hard I struggle with getting these capsules open. Listen to that. It's straining even now. I don't want to. But we going to pop her out of the capsule. Be real careful. This here's a proof buffalo. Oh, look at that. I believe it looks even better out of that capsule. That proof is a pretty... I mean, I ain't a collector. Well, maybe I am. But I tell you what, if I could pick me up another... Tried to pick up another proof like this. Feller had it on at their Facebook marketplace. Had a good price on it. And then when we got talking, he had a price. And he said it changes with the market. And I understand that. I don't blame him. I asked one day, when I contacted him what his price, and he quoted me it's under spot. So he had this here proof with in the box with the certificate and all that under spot. So I said, yeah, I'd do it. And I said, let me get my cash together. Of course, I figured it took me a day to get it together. And I figured his price might go up, you know, as spot went up. But next day, in fact, before that day's over, he raised his price, and then he just kept raising his price, and finally, I told him, well, I'd go for another $50 over what we talked about. It'd still be a little under spot, but then I went over and meet him, and he kind of flaked out on me, and then after I left, he tried to contact me. I said, no, I reckon I'll just pass her up, because I don't know what his deal was, but might be in a kind of something fishy about that. And so anyway, but I bought this in here. When I bought this in at the coin shop, he had regular buffaloes, or he had this in. Now that coin man, he's a little higher than another one I go to, but he said I could pick either one. Didn't matter. Price would be the same. So I picked this one out. That's the first time I'd seen one in real life, and I really liked it. I don't mind that I probably paid an extra little bit compared to my normal coin guy. He's a little cheaper on his premium, but it's still reasonable. It's about 5% over, and that's all right for a buffalo, even though, like I said, the other guy lately, he's been a little cheaper. But anyway, what y'all think about that what y'all call them. I don't know. We called them an Indian head or buffalo. I remember it take me back to the buffalo nickel. And I always liked when I'd get one of them, I thought, that's a pretty nickel. There's something special about it. So I'd keep it for a little bit and then I'd wind up spending it. But this gold one I ain't intending on spending. Now this here's, as some said, the deep stack. That's gonna be with me for a while. Hopefully I'll pass her down. Maybe the little feller will enjoy it. But anyway, what y'all think? I know I stack that gold. He said that's one he planned on picking up. And I don't blame him. He got a lot of nice coins, a lot of pre-33. He likes a pre-33, and I do too. So, yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to pick that up. Like I said, if I could pick another one up at spot or something like that, or even a good deal, my plan, I said, well, even if I wasn't really planning to buy gold, but if I could pick her up for a good deal, I'd do it. I'd get, if I had to, I'd get rid of something else and keep this. I like it that much. So, I don't know. Like I said on one video, it's kind of like kids. You ain't supposed to have a favorite, but I reckon sometimes we favor this or that. So, this one I do favor. I'll admit it. I'd sell that buffalo, or I'd sell a eagle, probably a maple, before I'd sell this. I'd even sell off a regular buffalo, and I'd hold on to this in here because it's just neat. I like the contrast, how you can really see that Indian. We called them an Indian back in my day. Nowadays, they said I don't know, I can't keep up with what you ought to call different people. And, I ain't trying to be disrespectful. It's just what we called them. And I understand that probably it's a mistake at there Columbus. He thought he found India. He's looking for India, so they thought they was Indians. And that's kind of a funny mistake, but I ain't being disrespectful. That's just what we used to call them, Indians. And then they said Native Americans. Well, I don't reckon it was even America back then. Others said there's a First Nation, and I don't know, maybe they are. That's kind of more a Canada thing. But, like I said, that's just what we called them. But whatever you want to be called, I don't mind it. But this here feller we called a buffalo. Nowadays they want to call it a bison, but I'm still going to call it a buffalo because that's what I called it. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Just figured y'all like to look at a coin. I won't show you my favorite. So, look at there. That's a pretty one. All right then. Bye-bye.